What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's action figure talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
Today, we are bringing you another quarantined episode because I do, in fact, have COVID-19. I'm doing fine. Similarly to Justin, I only lost my taste and smell. Other than that, completely fine. We're still going to bring you another episode of Figure It Out because the train never stops rolling. And we've got a ton of Star Wars news, tons of leaks, rumors. There is an upcoming Fan First Friday, which actually came out today, the day this video dropped. I'm sort of thinking everything that's leaked this week is pretty much what's going to be what they unveil on the live stream. So while we won't have pictures on this episode, I'm sure you swing back around next week. We'll have more details about everything. But for now, we're going to talk about the leaks, the rumors, the speculations. And it kind of always goes like this as well. Like
typical Hasbro fashion.
Right. Like a week before the live stream, everything just gets leaked.
Yep.
So we're going to discuss all of the leaks and rumors here right now. And of course, if you're enjoying this episode of Figured Out, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. So, Justin,
absolutely.
Let's go ahead, jump right into it. Lead us off with our little first leak.
All right. Well, I'm not sure if this was a leak associated with the upcoming Friday stream and announcements. This is kind of going in order. So this is coming from yakface.com, of course, the number one news source for everything Black Series. And there are 5 new Black Series code names. We love our code names, even though they mean absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all.
The 5 code names are Winter, Autumn, Summer, Kung Fu, and Judo. And we do have confirmation that this is not the Rogue One wave. That is also rumored that those are getting repacked with photoreal updates. And this is not the Bo-Katan wave with Aura Singh and all of those others. I think Aura Singh turned out to be Oklahoma, if I remember correctly.
But Aura Singh still has not officially
been
announced yet.
Yeah, officially, of course.
Yeah, hopefully this Friday, maybe that'll be the one thing. They finally showed the final figure of the wave, which everyone pretty much knows at this point is Aura Singh. So
yep. But I mean, I'll take her nonetheless. But I mean, winter, autumn, summer. You're missing autumn, or I'm sorry, you're missing spring.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I have no idea. But Kung Fu and Judo, people have kind of been saying it might be the Magistrate because of her connection to Bruce Lee.
Okay.
But then there's Kung Fu and Judo. Those are both fighting styles. I have no idea. What do you guys think?
Maybe they're going to do an Arden Lin from the hit Star Wars PlayStation 1 game, The Masters of Terraskasi.
Dude, where's Buck? Where's Buck?
Dude, he's going to bust in here any minute now. Someone say Arden Lin? She's got a robot arm. She'll punch you.
It's interesting that it's 5 code names.
Yeah.
So it's a whole wave, but it's impossible to. Like the code names don't actually mean anything. I think that's pretty much.
And especially right now with the sort of off the wall stuff we'll talk about later in the episode, like the new Legends characters, like Hasbro. They seem to be kind of mixing it up right now, if these rumors are to be believed as true.
Right.
Just randomly throwing some more Legends figures at us after pretty much not doing anything like that since Darth Revan and Jaina Solo back in the day. Mm-hmm. Of course, we've got like Nihilus and stuff in the Gaming Greats line, but we haven't had a mainline Legends entry in a long time.
They've been Gaming Greats. But speaking of Legends, Nate, there's also a smattering of Legends characters rumored, again, not officially confirmed. One I know particularly you are excited about.
And of course, we're talking about the first one, which really excited me, and that is Karnor Jax from the Crimson Empire Star Wars Dark Horse comic book from the 90s, which
that is a surprising deep cut.
Ed is a very deep cut, although he's pretty much just a royal guard. So if they really wanted to, they could just recycle that body. He has different paint apps, like he's got a black cloak. He has like black and red combinations for the helmet piece. He's the main villain of the series, or at least the first Crimson Empire, because there's 3 Crimson Empire comic books. I've only ever read the first one. Super cheesy, super 90s, but I still really enjoy it just because it's so off the wall.
Yeah, I do have a Crimson Empire volume, but it's basically just for the collection. It's just for show.
Right.
I just like the way the cheesy 90s Star Wars comics look. They just have a nice shelf presence. But it's too much for me to like jumble and go back and forth with like Legends and new canon.
Right.
But nonetheless, it's a very interesting pick, in my opinion, definitely out of left field, because a lot of people have been saying, Star Killer. So
right.
This one will probably get some flack, but
definitely.
I still think it's cool though.
And like I said, I'm sure it's just going to be a repaint as well at the end of the day. So
maybe ever so slightly modified.
Right. Maybe they could update some things. The Royal Guard body is pretty good, though. I actually am a pretty big fan of that figure. And then next up, another presumably Dark Horse Comics version is going to be Darth Maul. So I'm thinking it's part of this particular Dark Horse comic book here. It's a prequel to Phantom Menace, and I'm thinking because Yakface posted the same image of the shirtless Darth Maul, so I think we are assuming that it's going to be the shirtless look from this particular Dark Horse comic book, which I'm down for. I'm down for more Maul action.
I'm down for a shirtless Maul, because like in this newer, this is, you can see, Jesus, the Marvel logo. This is like a newer canon Darth Maul comic book, a pretty good read. But in here, I'm pretty sure he gets shirtless as well.
Nice.
At some point. So, maybe it's specifically styled through that one comic. But yeah, like as you can see, he does get shirtless, more of like a tattooed look.
Right.
So yeah, because it's modeled off of that one, there's still multiple uses you can get out of it,
Right. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think it'd be awesome. We love Darth Maul. Shirtless Darth Maul is a great throwback to that comic book. It also works for the new Marvel comic book. So technically, it really doesn't even have to be a Legends figure.
Yeah.
Because that comic book is canon. The Marvel comic book, at least. Obviously, the Dark Horse stuff is no longer. But that would be really cool to see. Shirtless Darth Maul, bring it on. Maybe he'll have some butterfly joints or something.
Yeah, if they do like a super updated body, that would be awesome. I kind of would rather have a Lord Maul from Clone Wars.
Oh, absolutely. I'd rather have Lord Maul in like his season 5 look, the season 7 look, even the Solo look. I would love to have any of those versions of Darth
legs.
Maul. Yeah. Right.
But then the third besides Jackson, which we talked about that last week. So the third new Legends rumor is Luke from the Thrawn era of Legends comics.
Nice. Okay.
Very interesting. Another Luke. They love their
Of course.
Luke.
Of course. I mean, obviously he's the main character of Star Wars, and we always talk about it all the time. There's too many Lukes, but then you and I are both sitting here buying every single, well, I gotta have this Luke. Well, I gotta have this Luke. Yeah, I gotta have the Skywalker Strikes Luke, but they got me again with the Yavin Luke because I want the Yavin medal.
We got that one on a discount.
I know.
We got that one on a discount. We needed that medal.
I agree. It was a good $10 to be spent, but that's just the way it is. Us as big time Star Wars fans, we're going to talk a little smack, but of course, when it comes to being Luke Skywalker, at least, chances are I'm going to buy every single Luke figure that they cook up for me. It's
Right.
Luke Skywalker.
Right. Yeah. But very interesting picks for Legends stuff. Kind of things that I wasn't expecting at all.
Yeah.
Or Legends picks.
I would love for them to get a little bit crazier. Maybe do Luke from Dark Empire, where he's like shrouded in like almost like a costume combination between the Emperor and Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking maybe they're going to brand the Legends as a new subline, like how they've been doing with the movies and TV shows. I think that would be really cool, and I think that there's a lot of unexplored potential in Legends that a lot of people are still very passionate about.
Right. And some more rumors. Up next here, we have reissues of Qui-Gon Jinn, which I'm really excited about. Jar Jar Binks and Mace Windu on the Phantom Menace card backs, just like the previously released Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul. And this means we are finally getting a Qui-Gon Jinn photoreal update.
Yes. I mean, I guess it's not officially confirmed that it'll be photoreal, but it'll be a photoreal update.
Yeah, they've done it with every archive release, so I'm assuming that this means that it's going to be a photoreal update for Qui-Gon, which is great because the original release, the face for Qui-Gon is fine, but obviously photoreal is still going to be miles better.
Right. I'm honestly pretty excited about this retro card style coming back. Phantom Menace was the first time I really remember in my life experiencing Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the toy stores, Toys R Us, KB Toys, everything like that, seeing absolute mountains of episode 1 toys, and just it's such a nostalgic card back for me, where obviously older fans, older collectors in general that watch the channel, they're big time on the Kenner stuff. We like the Kenner stuff as well, but at least for me personally, this is it's a whole nother level, the Phantom Menace era of card backs. And I hope that they do some vintage style stuff. For instance, the original Mace Windu figure actually came with a blue lightsaber. So I'm wondering if they are going to go that extra step, because we know they like referencing, classic mistakes or things like that, like the Forlom and Zuckuss vintage 2-pack. They have their names flip-flopped.
Right.
The Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader 40th anniversary card has an image of a New Hope Vader, which is what they did back in the day as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be so cool if they gave Mace Windu his blue lightsaber like he had in the original figure, obviously before he had the purple lightsaber.
Yeah.
Right. Because he obviously doesn't ignite his lightsaber in Phantom Menace. So
very true. Jar Jar might be interesting because, is he going to include all the accessories and all that on the card?
Right.
It's probably just going to be Jar Jar with maybe the Booma or something.
That's what I was thinking as well. It'll most likely be a Dagobah, Luke, and Yoda 2-pack, where obviously the Dagobah Luke got a single release without all of the awesome accessories.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be like that. Kind of a little crazy to already be repacking Jar Jar since he just came out. Most people don't even have the deluxe version of Jar Jar yet, and we're already pretty much guaranteed to be right around the corner of an announcement of this new retro Jar Jar.
Right. And then Mace Windu, that's great for anyone who missed out, because Mace Windu is a fantastic figure, better than the SH Figure Arts.
Which, although the Mace Windu currently, I think he's either in stock or still available for pre-order for a re-release, just a general red and black box re-release.
Yeah. Take your pick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if this new one does come with the blue lightsaber like the original figure, I'm sure most people are still going to want that purple version.
Right. That is true. And of course, this is all for the 50th Lucasfilm anniversary.
Yeah. So it'll kind of be like a archive wave, but not an archive wave at the same time.
Right. Whatever.
yeah, I'm excited to see all of this stuff. I hope, because obviously, like you guys know, we always record on Tuesday. Um, I hope most of this stuff is accurate. I hope there's going to be pictures and lots of stuff to talk about, because this news is exciting. It's different. It's not kind of, I mean, obviously you could say it's mostly going to be like repaints and repacks, but it's exciting to me. I don't know. I saw the Legends news. Obviously, at first when it was Jackson, I was just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. But now that it's like, Karnor Jax, Darth Maul, and Luke from the Thrawn comics, like now I'm like, okay, like I could definitely see myself getting super excited, because I love deep cut Star Wars stuff like that.
Right.
I like when we go off the beaten path and we get some random characters, because we don't really see that a lot in the Black Series.
That is true, but at the same time, I feel like there are things we absolutely need that are just, I'm like, why is this stuff coming out when we could be doing a super battle droid? Like, we don't have a super battle droid in the Black Series. Or, yeah, Black Series has always kind of done this, though. Like, we were wondering, like, where's Count Dooku? Where's Mace Windu? When all these other, like, more obscure characters were getting released, and they didn't even have, like, the big villains or, like, a big Jedi character.
Right.
I just feel like they've always done this, where they kind of save their super unique mold bangers for, like, they save them for later. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they're very, very few and far between in terms of the, like, why don't we have these types of figures?
But typically, though, I feel like it's worth the wait when it comes to those figures, because you think about it, Mace Windu, killer figure. Count Dooku, same thing. It's a great figure. Both of those were well worth the long wait.
Absolutely.
So, maybe when that super battle droid eventually does come out, it's going to be a banger. And it'll maybe have, like, I don't know, some wrist rocket accessories, so you can, like, have him firing it. I think something like that would be super awesome.
Yep. And lastly, finally, we do have a little bit more rumor action. This is more stuff that I am not going to buy, which is okay.
Right.
Okay. And that is, of course, there's going to be a reissue of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Greedo, and the Jawa with a twist. They're going to have the Kenner deco on them from the late 70s. So we were kind of looking at these photos beforehand. The Obi-Wan is brown, but he has like a black undershirt and like a black belt. The Jawa is like brown, lightish brown, kind of looks like a Jawa. A little bit different design-wise, but Greedo is like all green. There's like not the jacket. It's like,
oh no,
his green, and then it's like lime green. It actually looks pretty cool, if I'm being honest. But that is similar to the Boba Fett that was released earlier with the Kenner deco and the Forlom and Zuckuss. Like, the paint is different, and it is, it reflects how the original Kenner figures looked. These aren't for me. Hasbro's pushing it with repaints this year, 2020, and now into 2021. Holiday edition, credit collection, carbonized. Now with these Kenner decos, I'm kind of relieved, because just more money I can save. Because at the same time, I know a lot of people are going to be all over these. So it's fine. Like, that's what I mean by, like, it's fine to just be like, okay, I'm going to skip that, because I guarantee other people are going to eat them up. It's not like they're going to be clogging shelves somewhere.
Right.
Because these are Amazon exclusive. So, which, by the way, the Legends stuff we mentioned earlier, the Karnor Jax, Darth Maul, Luke, those are fan channel exclusives.
Nice.
And this Kenner deco stuff is Amazon. But what do you think about these? What do you think?
I mean, I think it's cool. I am in a similar boat with you. like we were talking about earlier in the episode, we're younger guys. Prequel era was kind of when we were growing up, perfect age for Star Wars. So I'm not terribly nostalgic for anything like Kenner styled. I do have some of the deco figures. Like they're both sitting right here. The Forlom and Zuckuss, but I got them as a gift. I didn't pick them up myself. And that's kind of how I would see it. Like, hey, someone wants to get them as a gift. Like, that's cool. I'll definitely add them to the collection.
Yeah, if you guys want to send them to us, then, we'll gladly accept.
Right. But am I going to spend my own money on these? Mm-hmm. No, probably not.
They're just repeats at the end.
Right. Yeah. And especially right now, I'm sure you guys can see all behind me, everything like this. Real estate is getting tight. Yeah. So, I don't really have a lot of room to buy figures that I'm not absolutely 100% on board with, especially for something like Kenner repaint, which obviously is not film accurate. It's just accurate to the action figures. So I think they'll probably look amazing. I think these two figures there, the Forlom and Zuckuss, look fantastic. But, it's just not for us. And that's fine. And if you are super excited about these, like, we're happy for you. It's awesome that Hasbro is acknowledging the past, is paying special attention to older fans, giving those awesome repaints, so you could have your own slice of nostalgia, so we can enjoy our Phantom Menace card backs, and you guys can enjoy the vintage style Kenner paint decos.
But yeah, that is it, Nate. That was all of the news and rumors and little hints, sprinkled. Yeah. Just
we'll see how accurate all this stuff is come like noonish on Friday.
Right.
Of course, we always post at 6 a.m. So we'll be a little bit ahead of the gun. The early birds will get the worm. But I'm still curious to see how the live stream pans out on Friday and what they're going to announce. And of course, once again, we'll swing back around next week with pictures and everything, and we'll talk about everything that they announced on Friday.
Very true.
So with that being said, of course, thank you so much for watching this episode of Figure It Out. It really means a lot to us. Of course, I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you next time on Out of the Basement.